It has been announced for a long time that Cosmic Fury was going to be the last season of this stage of Power Rangers, since after this we were going to have a reboot of the franchise and the new universe was not going to have a relationship with the universe we have known during these 30 years. Even the producer of this season said that Cosmic Fury and the second season of Dino Fury were not going to be produced, but because the reboot projects were not complete, they had to make these 2 seasons to give the new producers time to finish the new projects. Although some media have said that the protests in Hollywood are over, I believe that they have not yet finalized all the agreements, since what they did was a provisional agreement. This means that they reached an agreement for now so that everyone does not continue to suffer losses and things can continue, but at any moment the protests can return to reach the true agreement that the actors and writers want. Because of this, keep in mind that this may cause the protests to start again and all the projects to be delayed, including the reboot of the Power Rangers. We don't know if they can work on a new season of Power Rangers with this, since, if they can't work on the reboot, then we assume they won't be able to work on a new season of the universe we know. In other news, they had also reported that we were not going to have anything about Power Rangers in 2024, but they never gave specific reasons for this decision, although it had been speculated that everything was due to the protests. According to the Cosmic Fury producer, if the protests ended soon, then it was very likely that we would possibly have a Power Rangers premiere at the end of 2024 or early 2025. All of this is only based on his experience, since he is not part of the new production and are only theories under your personal criteria. The interesting thing about all this is that some things were left in place to be able to create another Power Rangers project, whether it be a movie, a special episode, or a new season. We can analyze these 3 possibilities, since each of them has different challenges and different purposes as well. First, we must locate ourselves in the time of the events to be able to have a better idea of what has happened and understand everything that we are going to talk about later. The beginning of the special episode is located before the events of Dino Fury, since basically Rita's return was at that time, but after Trini's death, a year passes, and during this time the 2 seasons of Dino Fury take place. After the end of Dino Fury, 6 months pass for the events of Cosmic Fury. During those months the second battle with Rita Repulsa happened in the special episode. This is why we see that in the end Billy confirms that he is going to travel to the other planet, and this is how we were able to have him in the great battle of Cosmic Fury. All of this means that Billy's attempts to bring Zordon back date back to before Dino Fury, so the surprised look on his face in Cosmic Fury is what brings us to this entire issue. We already know that when Billy finds out in Cosmic Fury that Zordon is still out there somewhere and that Ian was able to talk to him, he is very surprised, since he had already tried to bring him back. This possibly filled Billy's head with ideas, and we know that this character never stops when he has those ideas. We could all see how desperate Billy was in the special episode to bring Zordon back, and he had only been stopped by what happened with Rita. He had basically lost hope. Having heard from Ian that Zordon still exists, this possibly filled him with hope again, and now he is certain that Zordon is still somewhere on the grid. All of this is what gives us a chance to have some other Power Rangers production with the universe we know, and this is the same thing that many fans have said. Many think that it is impossible for this to be the true ending of Power Rangers. Some fans even say that they should make a movie to conclude this entire story in the right way. This probably wouldn't have happened if Billy had celebrated with the other Rangers at the end of Cosmic Fury, but since we saw that he was left thinking about Zordon, now everyone thinks there must be a sequel. If Hasbro decides to make a movie to end the franchise, then we must think about who the protagonists would be and what the benefits of making this project would be. The first thing we should mention is that the movies have a better budget, so they could create something a little more impressive than what we saw in Cosmic Fury. By this I don't mean special effects, but being able to have the key actors to create an impact and being able to create moments like the legendary battle that was full of all the Rangers of the past. The special episode was something very incredible, but this project did not have the budget that a movie has, so imagine if you created a movie with the same vision that you had in the special episode. Another advantage that a movie can have is that it would have a slightly longer duration than the special episode, so this will help us have a slightly more complete story with better development of some characters. The difference in special effects would also be evident, and we can notice this if we compare the special episode with the 2017 movie. This movie had incredible special effects, starting from the Zords, which, despite their terrible design, the texture and lighting were incredible. However, this was one of the biggest problems of the special episode, since the CGI of the Megazord was not of a high level, and this is probably due to lack of budget. Perhaps, many fans feel satisfied with the closing of this stage of Power Rangers. We would have to have a legendary battle, but not like the one we had in Megaforce, but like the one we saw in Avengers Endgame. A battle where we can see all the Rangers of the past, Zords, and Megazords fighting together against some powerful villains. I thought the end of Cosmic Fury was going to be a fight against Lord Zed after his new transformation, which was so powerful that he was able to destroy the Zords easily. This would have been good material to create a legendary battle using all the tools of the Rangers, combining weapons, and combining many Zords from different eras. This could be material to create a full season, but the biggest problem we have is that the series never provides such a high budget in this franchise. This is the same thing that happens with a special episode, since if we had a 50-minute episode, but with the budget of a movie, it would be spectacular. The story may be about the new powerful Lord Zed and the return of Zordon to face him. These two titans could create the best battle we can see in all of history, and with them we would have many Rangers and villains. This could be the perfect closure for a franchise that has 30 years of history. Some of these ideas have even been given by the fans themselves, and something like this is what Power Rangers deserved. Obviously, we do not blame the producers, since they do what they can with the budget they are given and the circumstances that exist, since sometimes you cannot get everything you want to create a production. For now, we can only wait to see what happens with the franchise, and in this way we will know if Cosmic Fury is the true closure of Power Rangers. Write in the comments what would be the perfect ending for you. Like this video and subscribe for more Power Rangers projects.